looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Outside, 2-1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in now, Colin Moran. Clips the corner of the zone with a sinker for a strike. Had the weight back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now another 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2. Scooped up to second for 1. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Mitch Keller, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer in this one. Went into the 6th inning in his last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
And now in the box, Nick Senzel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the 1-2. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Frazier is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Batting second.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Reds turned away first time through. We'll go on to the second in Cincinnati. Still scoreless on the show. Into the box, Clint Frazier. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin heads or tails. 2 terrific starting pitchers, both teams firing their bullets. Their ace is going today. This should be a good one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Clint Frazier goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. So here's Adam Frazier. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cole Tucker. For his career in this matchup, he's 1 for 5. 3-1 the count to the Pirates shortstop. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Ready now is Zach Collins. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate now, Travis Swaggerty goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. The 2-2. Kevin Newman would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. So stepping in is Nicholas Castellanos. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's taken him deep once. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out, and he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
Batting 5th, the third baseman.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty, this should be an interesting watch today because this team's playing well, all facets of the game. But they're facing an ace on the other side today, and they're going to have to jump on him early if they're going to have any chance.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 5th.
So now into the box is Eugenio Suarez. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
The 7th fielder.
So now here is Tyler Naquin in his career against this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. All even now, 2-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Down the left field line and deep. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The catcher, Tucker.
Striding in is Tucker Barnhart, trying here to plate the tying run from second. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Jonathan India would be next if they can keep this inning alive. High in the air down the right field line. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Reds strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Kevin Newman. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2.
Ball. I got to count 2-2.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Brian Reynolds will be next. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The batter,
To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH. Brian Reynolds worked a walk his first time up. And tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Moustakas is there. 2 down.
the batter.
Stepping in once again is Max Kepler, singled in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The first baseman.
Now to bat, Colin Moran. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and in to swing the bat next is Jonathan India. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jonathan India is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. 2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball, that brings it down.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Newman backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So the next to bat will be Joey Votto. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there,
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They still trail 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder Clint Frazier. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch, and he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the 1st out.
The batter, the third baseman.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings up Adam Frazier. Now the 2-1. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Pulled toward right center field. Naquin's on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter,
Cole Tucker digging in at the plate. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
the batter, the catcher.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Zach Collins. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, usually the 2nd time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
The center fielder, Travis.
So it's 1st and 2nd with 2 men gone, and digging in next is Travis Swaggerty. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winker will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in the outfielder, Jesse Winker. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one down now.
The right fielder, number
1
2.
out, bases empty. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Up next for Cincinnati.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the 4th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Pirates on top, 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Newman. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Brian Reynolds. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winker has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Working for the punch out and the offering. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Newman, base runner at first with 1 out. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back on it is the left fielder at the track. And that one is gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
At the plate, Colin Moran. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Nope.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now, looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. 1 ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission. There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Jose De Leon will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Clint Frazier will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. The 1-1 is laid off of down and in. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. To the left side, but it's well foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulled the string on him there as this is popped up. Back behind second. India takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here comes the 1-2. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th. This is foul right side. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Count is 1-2 now. And now pitch on the way. And that's going to be high 2-2 now. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Full count now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Now to the plate, Cole Tucker. It was a walk in his last trip. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Winker comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in next, Zach Collins. It was a walk in his last trip. 2-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Now batting. Second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Into the box now, Kevin Newman. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch fouled away. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Swaggerty, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, here is Jonathan India. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
The batter, number 15.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Nick Senzel, flew out last time up, but right at the shortstop for the 2nd out. In is Joey Votto now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail it here 3-0. Art Warren will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 77.
The 1-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winker is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now back.
Max Kepler will stand in again as we flash it back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Next, it'll be Colin Moran. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 2-1 on its way. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Dwayne Underwood Jr. will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 56.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Jesse Winker, and they could use a spark from him here. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Nicholas Castellanos becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. High and deep down the left field line. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, still down 3-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Adam Frazier is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. And stepping in, Cole Tucker, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Barnhart shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. digging in will be Eugenio Suarez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. So 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Frazier comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Next, here is Tucker Barnhart. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-1 count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
So now to the plate, Jonathan India. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Swaggerty retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Reds leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Amir Garrett enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted. It out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can.
Number 13.
In now, Travis Swaggerty. Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
The 3-2 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Hot shot down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now that second base.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Stepping in now, Kevin Newman. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Here comes the right fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Brian Reynolds becomes the first out of the inning. The 2-1 on its way. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Colin Moran will be next. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Fouled away. grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
It's not good to walk in a run, but I know one thing, giving up a grand slam, that's a lot worse.
Michael Lorenzen enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. To the plate now, Colin Moran. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Here it comes. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
At the plate now, Clint Frazier. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
There's one on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So now to the plate, Adam Frazier. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. It's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winker is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But 4 score for the Buccos on this grand slam home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. Jacob Stallings is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Nick Senzel. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Jesse Winker. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. The Reds down to their last strike. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
And it certainly would be a big morale boost. A punch out to end it as the Pirates go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series. A 7-0 shutout final today. Pittsburgh took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mitch Keller gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Dwayne Underwood Jr. takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL Central, Max Kepler collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits as the Buccos took down the Reds 7-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The St. Louis Cardinals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 3-2. The Chicago Cubs brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 8-2. The Mets combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-1. The Nationals broke up their
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the Pirates. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. JT Brubaker gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
In now is Nico Horner. He will lead this one off today. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. And there's one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so, guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. All even now, 2-2.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Nope.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not?
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now at the plate is Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. It's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, Dero, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well, both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat, but one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases, just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Ke'Bryan Hayes digging in now. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he fouls this one off. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Gone! Solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Peterson giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Buccos have an early 1-0 lead. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. Now the 2-1. Hit back up the middle. Newman's got it. On to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. Ground ball right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Base is empty, 2 away. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down 1-0. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Next, it'll be Clint Frazier. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. Encarnacion on at first, nobody out. And he struck him out.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Bucks go down quietly. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Wilson Contreras is retired to kick off the inning. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. One out, nobody on. Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Nico Hoerner. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Touché, sir. One left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Got him. A slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
In now, Cole Tucker. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Kevin Newman. In the air now, out to left. Peterson has a read on it. And he makes the play to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They lead it 1-0. Striding forward now is the DH. Matt Duffy comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So 1 down, no one aboard, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2, full count. Pulled high in the air out to right field. They'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat bearing.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains. Now at the plate, Bryan Reynolds. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Reynolds is retired, and there's 1 away. Now it'll be Ke'Bryan Hayes. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Colin Moran. On the move is Peterson. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
So now to the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. 2-2 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. There's Baez. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Baez has a play. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Jock Peterson. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second now goes Peterson. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So a runner on second with 1 down now, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Brubaker will take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. So a man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. 2-1 the count. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Peterson at second with 2 down. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-0. And now here is Phillip Evans as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop third strike. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Up next for the Buccos, Jacob Stallings struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ball taken there, 2-1 now. In the air now, out to left. Peterson has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Next up, Cole Tucker. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set. Here's the 3-1. Line drive, base hit down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box, Kevin Newman, left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4. Stepping in next, Ke'Bryan Hayes singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. 1 run scores. Now the relay home, and he is in there.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Standing in now, Edwin Encarnacion. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is no.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
The 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. Next up is Nico Hoerner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. The throw pulls him off the bag. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And standing in is the DH, Matt Duffy. 2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kris Bryant. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-Roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Weak chopper to the left side. 3 runs already home here. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now. Javier Baez, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Rizzo on third. Bryant at second. Peterson on at first with nobody out. Popped him up. Stallings over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. No hits to this point. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's a...
1 run is scored. And the second run is across as well, and all of a sudden it's a 6-5 ball game now.
How frustrating is that, Dan, right there? Guy executes his pitch, batter's still able to dig it out for a knock.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Clay Holmes takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 52.
At the plate now, Jason Hayward. That's lifted the other way out to left. Frazier has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. Now into the box, Clint Frazier, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Mills, a native of Tennessee. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Philip Evans.
Max Kepler will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 26.
Frazier gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it misses. 3-1 now.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Bryant is there. He's got it one away. Next to stand in is Jacob Stallings. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. High and deep down the left field line. 6 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Horner ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The batter, number 3.
So next to bat will be Cole Tucker. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's gone 3 for 6. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. This one's down to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Max Kepler will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 26, Max Kepler.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
And he misses. 2-1. Horner, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 1 left for the Cubs. Still a tight ball game. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Now a changeup is bounced to second. He's right there, and that's out number 1. At the plate now is Brian Reynolds. His prior history in this matchup, a handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Ke'Bryan Hayes will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And what an effort on the running play to end the... Nick Mears has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
number 36.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant, coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit Weekly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. In now, Javier Baez. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just took it foul.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Javier Baez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Maven leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cubs strand 1. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Cameron Maven will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 15.
Now the 2-1. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Contreras gathers. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. Next will be the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
1-2 now. Fouled off. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. This is on the ground over to first, and that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. He'll hold it second, and there are 2 aboard now.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
At the plate, Max Kepler fouled away. Full count to Max Kepler, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Swung on and chopped up the middle, and that's the second out. So next to hit is Jacob Stallings. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Moran, the runner at third. Frazier at second with 2 gone. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Richard Rodriguez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And Hayward has a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
The center fielder,
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize. I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on the base pass and just attack the zone.
Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
the designated hitter.
Set and the 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Lifetime in this. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they grab an 8-7 lead.
Hey, any home run in late innings certainly feels good, but when you're able to take the closer deep, you definitely send a message to the opposition. That's their shutdown guy out on the bump.
To the plate now, Chris Bryant. And he fouls this one off. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bryant around first, heading for second. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And to score as the runner from third is now a 9-7 contest.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only...
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th-inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this. Craig Kimbrell comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Cole Tucker. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Line drive to center field, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Up next for the
Nice. Piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut.
Number 22.
Tucker aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Bryan Reynolds will be next. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, as incredibly we are all tied.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Into the box, Bryan Reynolds, and it's fouled away.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
2-1, here it is.
Come on, that's low.
And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's 1 for 4. Three and 1, here it is. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Rowan Wick takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the 9th to send this one to extra innings. The set and the 1-1. Adam Frazier will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 28, Adam Frazier.
And that misses 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Good battle. Count remains full. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Fouled off. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. misses, ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing. Chance to walk it off, and now here is Clint Frazier. The winning run stands at second base. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to... Sean Poppin takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch. We are into extra innings, and next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Contreras. Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left. Racing back the left fielder, and they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Usually in extra innings, you wait around for someone to run into one. He took matters into his own hands. Now it's up to his pitching staff to grab the W.
So now to the plate, Jason Hayward. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Next to hit, Jake Marisnick. 0 for 2 for him to this point. To first. And there are 2 away now. Up next, Nico Horner. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And that is the start they were looking for down by 2 as that misses for ball 4. Now to the plate, Travis Swaggerty will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Matty, it's hard to say right here. I got to believe they dove into the scouting reports on every outfield arm. He did not take an aggressive pass coming around third base bag right there. So I just think the third base coach had to hold him.
Into the box now, Cole Tucker. 3-1 the count to the Pirates shortstop.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
Well, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Baez ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So stepping in is Zach Collins. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. And he will look at a cold third strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are two gone now. Trevor McGill takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. Stepping up is Ke'Bryan Hayes, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. The set and the 1-1. And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So one swing and he unloads the bases on that one. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him, so he blasts a grand slam in the final at bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
(14-11), the final score in this one. The Buccos put up a 15-run attack on the scoreboard today. Sean Poppin claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.